Hello everyone. Today we'll be solving AQA GCSE Chemistry question paper May 2018. This is higher tier paper 1. Today we're going to be solving from question number 1 to question number 3. Soluble salts are informed by reacting metal oxides with acid. Give one other type of substance that can react with an acid to form a soluble salt. So to react with an acid, we can react either metal hydroxide, metal carbonate, or directly we can add a soluble metal hydroxide, which is an alkali. Calcium nitrate contains the ions Ca2 plus and NO3 minus. Give the formula of the calcium nitrate. So guys, in this case, we can see the calcium is 2 plus and the nitrate is only 1 minus. So we're going to write Ca, we're going to write the NO3 inside bracket. And what we're going to do is we're going to exchange the number for the charges. So the 2 goes to the nitrate, the 1 goes to the calcium. So CaNO3, 2. Describe a method to make pure dry crystals of magnesium sulfate from a metal oxide and dilute acid. So a question like this can be answered in this way. All right, guys, for this particular question, which has 6 marks, we have to write at least 6 points. I'm going to give you an answer that has more number of points. However, we all forget few points during the exam. So if you go through the entire answer, you will be able to at least get your 6 marks. And it will cover up 6 points during your exam. So what we can do is we can use magnesium sulfate and sulfuric acid. So what we're going to do, we're going to add the sulfuric acid to a beaker and then we're going to warm the sulfuric acid. This is to give this sulfuric acid enough amount of energy, all right, that it can overcome the activation energy barrier. All right, then we're going to add magnesium oxide to it and then we're going to stir both of this. And we will continue adding the magnesium oxide. Now, the main reason why we're continuously adding magnesium oxide is because magnesium oxide is insoluble. So if we add extra, we will ensure that all of the acids are reacted. However, we will not be, we will not have any problem filtering out the excess magnesium oxide at the end of the reaction because remember, it's insoluble. All right, then what you're going to do is we're going to filter that solution using a filter paper and a funnel to remove the excess magnesium oxide. Then we're going to heat the solution in an evaporating basin to its crystallization point. Once it reaches the crystallization point, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it, all right, to crystallize. We're going to leave it to cool down so that it can get the ample amount of time to crystallize. The main reason the solution is going to crystallize is because you see at lower temperature water has less solubility of salts, so the salt will just simply crystallize. All right, great. And once the crystals are formed, we are going to decant the liquid off. We're going to pack to dry the crystals, all right, using a dry filter paper. All right, and that's how we're going to get the pure crystals off. This question is about metals and metal compounds. Iron pyrites is an ionic compound. Figure 1 shows the structure of iron pyrites. We can see there is one atom of iron with 2 atoms of sulfur. Determine the formula of iron pyrites. Since there is one atom of iron and 2 atoms of sulfur, so the formula should be Fe+2. An atom of iron is represented as Fe5626. Give the number of proton, neutrons and electrons in the form of in this atom of iron. So the number of protons will be 26, and since it is an atom, so definitely the number of electrons will also be 26, and the number of neutron will be 56 minus 26. Iron is a transition metal. Sodium is a group 1 metal. Give 2 differences between properties of iron and sodium. In terms of transition metal and group 1 metal, we have to understand that when they ask 2 differences in properties of iron and sodium, so they're asking to compare. So what you're going to say, iron has higher melting point, all right, and higher boiling point definitely, and iron is more denser, all right, iron is harder. Because they want 2 differences between the properties of iron and sodium, so we can go for physical properties or we can talk about chemical properties. So the answer can be as follows. Nickel is extracted from nickel oxide by the reduction with carbon. Explain why carbon can be used to extract nickel from nickel oxide. So basically, if we want to answer a question like this, we have to understand that nickel is lower in the reactivity series below carbon. All right. So carbon is more reactive than nickel. So carbon is able to displace the nickel from its oxide. All right. This will be the answer. And equation for the reaction is NiO plus C, Ni plus Co. So nickel oxide plus carbon, nickel plus carbon monoxide. Calculate the percentage atom economy for the reaction to produce nickel. Guys, when we are calculating percentage atom economy, so we will be putting the product, all right, percentage atom economy, we will be putting the product on top and the total amount of reactant at the bottom. So the product here is actually nickel. So the nickel has a mass of 59 and the reactants are nickel oxide, which has a mass of 75, and carbon, which has a mass of 12. We're going to put this into 100%. So 100 equals to, and this will give us an answer of 67.8. All right. So this will give us an answer of 67.8. So this fulfills our answer to 3 significant figure. So we'll keep it as it is. Chemical reactions can produce electricity. Figure 2 shows the simple cell. Electrode A, electrode B, we can see electrolyte. Which of these combinations would not give a zero reading on the voltmeter in figure 2? Okay. So it says that it would not give zero reading. If we are using the same electrode, it will give a zero reading. All right. Because electrons were transferred, we will then basically not be able to tell. All right. If there is a copper and a zinc and we use sodium chloride solution, it's going to give us a voltage. However, if there is a copper and a zinc but we use water, water is not a good conductor of electricity. All right, so it will not give us any voltage. Alkaline batteries are non-rechargeable. Why do alkaline batteries eventually stop working? So basically, alkaline batteries, they have reactants inside them, which is basically chemical energy that is getting converted into electrical energy. When the chemical runs out, then basically the battery cannot produce any more electrical charge. Why can alkaline batteries be not be recharged? So, all right, why alkaline battery cannot be recharged? All right, the main reason is any particular reaction, if it is not reversible, then we will not be able to get that particular battery by giving it electricity back and reversing the chemical. All right, so since the reaction is not reversible, that's why we cannot recharge it. So guys, if a particular battery, all right, whatever the battery is made from, if it is rechargeable, that means that particular chemical reaction within itself, the chemical chemistry can be reversed by putting electricity in it and altering the state back into the reactant form. And then, all right, what happens is that when the reactants turn back into product again, it discharges the electricity, all right, which we can then use in a particular process. So a particular battery that is rechargeable is actually a particular it contains a chemistry that is reversible. Hydrogen fuel cells and rechargeable lithium-ion batteries can be used to power electric cars. Complete the balance equation for the overall reaction in a hydrogen fuel cell. So hydrogen, when it reacts with oxygen, it produces water. So for example, for balancing this particular chemical equation, what we need to think of is that there is two oxygens in here. However, there is only one oxygen in here. So we multiply with the 2 in front of it. However, that causes this hydrogen to become 2 times 2 equals to 4 hydrogen. So we're going to put a 2 over here, which multiplies 2 times 2 equals to 4 hydrogen. So that's how you balance the equation. Table 1 shows the data about the different ways to power electric cars. Alright guys, time taken for refuel. Recharging minutes for hydrogen fuel cell is 5. Rechargeable lithium-ion battery takes 30 minutes to recharge. Rechargeable lithium battery has a limitation up to 240 miles, where a hydrogen fuel cell can go much further. Where rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, where distance travel per distance travel per unit of energy in kilometer is a little bit higher in terms of lithium battery. Where cost for refueling is very low in lithium battery, and minimum cost for the car in pounds is very low in terms of the 60,000 pound for hydrogen fuel cell car. Evaluate the use of hydrogen fuel cells compared with rechargeable lithium ion batteries to power electric car. Use table 1 and your knowledge. Okay, and your own knowledge. So basically, when we do the evaluation, first of all, we need to think from the table what we are getting. We are getting as a drawback, the refueling time for hydrogen fuel cell is much lower, whereas a rechargeable battery is much higher. Okay, great. All right, we can also say that the hydrogen fuel gives a basically, bigger range, whereas, for rechargeable lithium ion battery we're getting a very small range, and we also need to charge more often. There is an added benefit to hydrogen fuel cell. It uses less amount of energy per kilometer, whereas a rechargeable lithium ion uses more amount of energy per kilometer. And also thinking about the cost, lithium ion battery has an advantage, which is the cost of recharging is very low, and the cost for buying a car with a lithium ion battery is also very low. So the answer can be written as follows. So guys, we are done with this particular video. Thank you for joining this particular lesson. All right, guys, videos like this will be uploaded every day, and subscribe to the channel so that you can get a notification when the videos are uploaded. If you have any particular question paper in your mind that you want me to solve related to GCSE chemistry, biology, and physics, let me know. Guys, I'm currently staying in Dubai, near DIP Metro. If you require tuition, home tuitions, or if you want to get a tuition over here at my place, you can let me know, all right, in the comments, and ask for the email, and I will definitely give it to you. Guys, thank you for watching the video. All right, best of luck for your exam, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.